Get that. Yeah, it's a Morocco. Yeah. This may interest only Michelle because she does sword fighting. But all of you need to know that the mace is a weapon originally. We use it to exercise, we use it to get strong and get tougher than our opponents, even if we don't use it when we grapple with our opponents, but we grapple with problems in our daily lives. Okay? And the strength that the mace will give you will help you overpower them. But do you know why a mace was made? Do you know why? Because people started wearing armor. People used to fight with swords, and when they fight with swords, originally, it wasn't one-on-one. It was usually 50 on 50. And if you had a sword, you could kill a guy really quick with one shot. And what usually happened was the sword would come and go through here and it would end in his spine. No problem. You just do it like this and pull it out and you go on to your next guy. But if you're not really strong in that 1 second, when you're trying to pull it out, his friend got it. So people got this idea we're going to lift heavier than swords, which deal with weight about a pound. And we're going to be able to be so strong we can go to this guy and do a nice spin and do this guy. So that's why all this stuff started. And the mace started because armor started getting thicker. And the dagger wouldn't do it. And even a long club wouldn't do it. A big mace would. So that's how the mace, actually a history lesson for the mace, okay? And then people started doing the clubs, the little wooden clubs. And they do all sorts of pretty things. There's actually a romantic attachment to clubs. A lot of people, and I know online, a lot of people are really serious about their clubs, and they do things, and they say they have to be certain ways. And I just did it for the strength, okay? I'm sworn to fun, I'm not looking down, I just want the strength. When I found out the mace, no, he wasn't making maces when I found out about it. The first mace I bought was this one right here, which is the only reason, for sentimental reasons, that nobody lets me use it. Okay? Otherwise, everything else I have is made by Dave Jedrick. And there's a nice warm-up in and of itself. It's an exercise I'd like to teach you. I call it the hand-to-hand toss. There's 2 specific ways that you do it. I do it one way, and Melody came up with another way. Now, she usually corrects everything I do anyway, okay? So if you watch me...
I don't correct it, I just make it better.
She makes it better, okay. This is a hand-to-hand toss, and it's going to be more than just tossing sandbag from hand to hand. It's going to teach your body tight, loose, tight, control, let go, and control is what we want, not just strength, but strength and control. Okay? So you take the mace, it's like a ground, you bend down a little bit so that when you grab it, it's off the ground. You're going to swing it up with the mace. Let the head of the mace stop at your hand. Very good. Now see if we can just let it down. Don't let it hit the ground. Don't let it hit your foot. Tight. Loose, tight. Loose, tight. Who doesn't feel comfortable with this? Because you're halfway done. Okay? You're going to bring it up and just toss it over. Not high. In fact, if you don't feel comfortable tossing it, pass it from hand to hand. I don't recommend training indoors in your house or your apartment or condo with a mace generally. But I've done it. And this is a good warm-up. You can actually stand in front of the television. I want more from my exercise than just to get strong. And just to get the confidence. I want to learn, I want my body to learn things. Tight, loose, tight, total control. You're picking up a bag of groceries and you miss it, you want to grab it. Okay? You'll find that with all the mace training I do, I don't count repetitions. Doesn't matter. Count time. 20 times, that's a 30-minute workout. With one exercise, you'll find you'll feel this in your upper back. If it gets too easy, go 60 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Play with the numbers, don't play with the weight so much. There is, coming from a weightlifting mentality, most people feel that all you can do is add more weight or add more repetitions, but there's so much more. You can decrease your rest period. And with the Mace, there's two ways to add resistance. You can add load, like the big one there, you can add load, or you can add length, torque. And I would recommend for most of you to experiment with torque. Try to get as long a Mace as you can. Eventually it won't be too long. You can always do it that long. Okay? So let's do a few more of these. Generally, another back exercise, the closest they do a bicep exercise I do, well, I do just one little curl. We'll do that a little later. But generally, those of us in the kettlebell world, we train all the muscles that you can't see in the mirror. All the muscles that aren't for show but make you go. And that's everything on the backside. Top to overhead. There you go, Michelle. There you go, perfect. Up, top to overhead. There you go. Pass it together. That's right, pass it from hand to hand. It might actually be better with a little